being recorded, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and you'll have the VOD anytime you want to look at it in the future.
Sounds good.
So let's open up LSI. And I guess I'll just have you like keep the same time as I do. Like so you open LSI as well, and we'll both pause at 0 seconds, and I'll tell you when to start.
Sounds good.
You're not gonna screen share it?
It would be easier this way. I mean, I could screen share it if that's what you'd rather do.
It's whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me, honestly.
Then let's do it this way. The screen share, it'll be a bit lower quality, so we'll just do this. Downloading replay.
Luke, did you go mid this game?
Yeah, that's why I'm showing you this one instead of the one that I did, like, slightly worse, because that one was jungle, and...
You like mid more than jungle?
Well, I play mid a lot more than jungle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, look, I hit level 5 with Cat.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Let's... Give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem. The fuck?
Alright, what do you normally play? Do you play mid lane?
Yeah, that's my main. But, what the fuck just happened? No. Like, I started the replay and then paused it, and now I can't touch it.
I don't know. You'll probably have to restart it. Let's look at your runes and masteries first. So, I'll go on Wall King.
I know they're not perfect, so any help would be awesome. No, I won like 8 out of my last 10 in
Really?
ranked to get to this, yeah.
Dude, good. Shit.
Oh,
Oh my god, yeah, you did. Honestly, that's so good.
Okay, so which page would you normally use for Diana Min? This is gonna be Diana centric. This whole lesson will be Diana centric.
AP. It's just called AP, I think.
AP. Okay, that's your first page. This page is okay.
Is this the runes or the mastery page?
We're looking at runes right now.
Oh, okay.
So for this, it's kind of funky the way you have it set up. What you want to do is you're probably gonna want to go for your 9 magic penetration reds, which is correct. You have that. Ability power quintessences, you have that. And then you'll want armor seals. You have magic resist seals for some reason. You want 9 armor seals, and then you want to go for magic resist blues.
Okay.
In mid lane, if you're feeling very confident on whatever matchup it is, this will probably be a little bit more relevant when you have more rune pages, but you can make another rune page or whatever, you can change this one. So instead of having magic resist, you'll have the ability power, and the only reason you'll use ability power over magic resist is if you're more confident in your lane and you think that you can get a kill in the early levels, because you'll have the extra damage. So sometimes you'll go magic resist, sometimes you'll go AP. It's better to always go magic resist if you're not really sure what to go. So for now, just change that to magic resist blues. So
now I think in this game I started Doran's Ring, but I meant to start Flask since I was going up against the Heimer. But
Flask.
I just made a mistake.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
okay, so
Just to try to stay in lane longer.
before we get to that, for masteries, you're using your 3rd page, right? AP.
Yeah, it's just called AP again. Yeah.
This page is okay, I guess. As far as this goes, I would take the point out of Phase Walker and put it into Fleet of Foot, but outside of that, like, it's okay, I guess. You can use these masteries, they'll be okay. You don't really need Arcane Blade. It would probably, well, On Diana, I can understand why it'd be okay. On most 80 or most AP casters, you won't want to go Arcane Blade. It would be better to have the extra armor and Magic Pen. But either one, it's okay. Like it's not the worst case if you have it or don't have it.
Alright.
Also, instead of Expose Weakness, a lot of people like to go Double-Edged Sword on Assassins.
Okay.
It's just another idea. If you don't need it, you can take out Butcher, you could take out Feast, and you could put those 2 points into Devastating Strikes, and then you'll have extra damage if you're confident in your last hitting ability. Outside of that, I assume you're only going this specific 9 utility tree for Biscuits. I don't think you really need Biscuits.
Yeah.
So
I changed that like a week ago, just for some game, and I just haven't changed it back. As bad of an excuse as that is, but
It's okay, dude. Don't demoralize yourself. It's okay.
No, it's fine. I get it.
What I would do,
I'm a bit lazy sometimes.
what I would do on an AP mid laner is I would go 3 into Fleet of Foot, 2 into Meditation, 3 Summoner's Insight, and 1 Runic Affinity, rather than the Biscuit route. But you can choose to go either way, whichever you'd prefer, I guess. As far as runes and masteries, I guess that's all you really need to worry about. We can get into the game. Where is LSI? I lost LSI. It's gone. Here it is. Okay. So this is the one with unit. Were you able to get everything working?
Yeah, it's all set.
Okay. I'll move this to another page.
Wait, so are you screen sharing it, or are you guys just like pausing and starting at the same time?
I was going to have the latter option, but if Luke would rather, we can just screen share it. It doesn't matter to me.
It's fine. I have it set up either way, so.
Okay. So I'm at 0 seconds.
Alright, I'll jump all the way back. Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. And it doesn't matter if we're perfectly caught up, but
As long as it's close, I guess.
yeah. Against Heimerdinger, like you said, Flasks is probably better, especially as Diana. You need the extra sustain early, but you can make Doran's Ring work. It's just a lot safer to go Flask.
Yeah.
30 seconds. You wanna try and have all of your items purchased by the time the little ring around the launching pad goes away. So
I usually do. I was in the bathroom at the start of this game, that's why.
Okay. That's fine.
A bit late.
Remember, Luke, if you put down your ward, like I think it's what is it, Austin? 40
Hold on,
seconds.
hold on. I'm gonna pause at 1 minute. And
Alright.
pause it. What were you saying?
If you put down your ward at like 40 or 50 seconds, I forget when it is, but it's like one of those two that you can get your ward back by 3 minutes to put down the ward for the jungler.
You'd be able to put it down by 1 minute and have it back at 3 minutes. So
Okay, gotcha. Say stop. I just threatened to throw a weight at my dog. Dumb.
You're an evil person.
okay. So oops. Okay. I'm ready to start in 3, 2, 1. A specific tip against Heimerdinger you can go level 1 if you're like in the mid lane, like you're actually running around the mid lane, and you don't let him place down his turrets, or you kill his turrets level 1, he won't be able to have the devastating 3 turrets as soon as the lane starts. So if you're like running around like at like 1 minute or whatever when his first turret goes down, you can kill it and you'll take a bit of damage from it, but you can still recall and come back to lane and you'll be fine. And if he has 3 turrets up for the lane to start, especially as a melee, it's going to make lane really difficult. So it's recommended as anyone that you come into lane early and you try and kill his turrets before the minions spawn, so you can recall and heal afterwards and deny him the early advantage. Okay, you're taking a lot of harass here. Landing your keys like that is really good. It's important to trade back all the damage that you can. I'm gonna pause it. So, do you know how many creeps it takes to get to level 2 in a solo lane?
No.
It takes 7 CS. So it'll be like the first creep wave, and then the next one, like either the caster minion or the melee minion, like the next creep, the person will get level 2. So when someone gets level 2, they get a ton of extra stats, like you get your AD per level, your AP per level, your armor, like whatever, your extra HP per level, and then you also get a whole nother ability. So you get a huge advantage just by getting level 2. So if you can kill those 6 creeps, or 7 creeps, sorry. If you can kill the 7 creeps, you'll be able to put yourself at an advantage in the lane. And if you look at any like higher elo stream, you'll see like level 1, everybody's gonna push the creep wave so they can try to get level 2 first, because it's just such a big advantage. So I recommend instead of trying to poke him as much, I would probably be pushing the creep wave with your Diana Q, and then you can pick up level 2 before he does, because a good Heimerdinger, his level 2 against a level 1 melee, it's really hard to play against that. So if you can put yourself in the position to be level 2 before him, before any laner really, it would be best just to have that advantage so they can't abuse it, and then you could abuse it for yourself as well.
Alrighty.
So let me type that out. Okay. Leveling W second is good. Oh, you're gonna miss all of these. Oh, okay.
Oh wait, did you resume?
Pause it? Oh yeah. Sorry. Go to 251. That's where I'm at. I paused it for you. Under creep waves, under tower, the melee creeps take 2 tower hits and then you auto attack them, and the ranged creeps, you auto attack them, they take a tower hit, and then you auto attack them again, and you should be able to farm under tower. And you want to practice that, because you did like those 3 or 4 CS or whatever that you just missed, you could have had them for free.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm resuming now. So with his 3 towers up, it's going to be really difficult for you to step up. Poking like that's really good, especially if you, like, your goal in this lane is to poke his tower's HP and his HP at the same time if you can with the arc. So you did pretty good here. Since you started D-ring, you can use your shield to like mitigate the damage that he's going to do to you. Like he just
Yeah.
landed E on you and he like didn't shield at all.
I'm not sure if I lagged there or something because I normally don't just stand still, but
Okay.
because I have an occasional lag problem and Noble kind of knows that.
It's all.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
the
that
last
was bad.
under tower. Oh. You're missing all of these. Good. Your Qs are good so far, for the most part. Oh, you should have been prepping that. Oh my god. Okay. You took a Heimerdinger W, but it was worth it. I don't know if you do or not, but anytime you're playing a solo lane, for the most part, you should always have your opponent left click so you can see their potions and their stats and everything. There's no way for me to check if you were doing that in LSI.
I normally don't, so it's good to know.
Yeah, it's important to know how many pots they have or whatever, so you know if you're at an advantage or disadvantage. So I'm gonna pause it. I want to talk a little bit about mana usage.
Yep.
So, when it comes to using mana like that to farm creep waves, what you have to consider is I don't know how old you are or if you take an economics class or anything, but with everything that you do, there's an opportunity cost. Okay, you could be using your Qs to last hit creeps, or you could be using your Qs to be hitting Heimerdinger, or you could be using your Qs to hit his turrets. Optimally, you can do like all three. That's not always going to happen. But you want to try and think of your mana bar as an extension of the opponent's health bar, right? Every mana that you use, you can be using to negate their HP. Like, you can think of it like, to lose mana is to make him lose health. Like, that's how it should work, right? As any champion. If you're playing, I don't know, if you're playing Ari against Zed, you want to use your mana to remove his HP, right? That's just how you want to think about it. So, you need to ensure that you're using your mana to, like, the most efficient ways possible. So like if you're able to get your last hits as well as harass them, then take that opportunity, like do that sort of stuff. I didn't really see it that much. It wasn't like that much of a problem, but looking now, you're out of mana, you're in a bad sort of spot right now, and I don't know if it would have necessarily helped you in this game, but it might in a future game. But you want to try and maximize the way you can use your mana in the different ways, and that's usually what that comes down to is you're between your last hitting and between your harassing is how you want to use your mana. And if you can do both at the same time, then that's really great, and it's something that you want to try and do.
Alright. What time are you at? Just so I know.
5 minutes exactly, but I haven't resumed it.
Okay.
Fisherman Fizz.
Okay, I'm gonna resume now. So here you have, how much gold is this? 800 gold? Oh, that's a pretty sucky back.
Yeah.
What do you buy? Let's see. Oh, you're taking so long on the fountain. Oh, speed up. Speed up. You've taken like 20 seconds on the fountain so far. 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna pause it. Let's talk about buying items early. So early in the game, I don't know if you play AD carry, I don't know if you play other roles, whatever. In every role, there's there's high tier lane items and there's low tier lane items. And for example, in AD carry, it would be better to get a BF sword than a pickaxe, if you recall, right? Like it would just be, it would be better. Same goes for, it would be better to get a needlessly large rod instead of a blasting wand. Same for this, what is it, wisp, aether wisp? Yeah, same for that sort of thing. This was a sucky back, and you didn't have that much gold. I wouldn't have gone aether wisp in this situation. So what you want to consider is Aether Wisp. It gives you movement speed and it gives you a bit of ability power, and it will build into your core, but it's not going to help you that much with laning. Like this, there's not a lot for laning here other than the 30 AP. Like that's kind of nice, but it's not going to be any strength to you. What would have helped you a lot in this situation, and I haven't seen, so I don't know if you're going to like lose or win because of this, but it would have been a lot more efficient to go double Doran's rings and get consumables like pots and wards. But because with double Dorans, you have more HP, you have more regen, and you have more, not more AP, but you're only losing out on 15 AP by going double Dorans, and you get a ton of health, so you won't be so squishy, and you get a lot of regen. So it would help you in laning against this Heimerdinger, and you'd be able to use your Q more often. You'd be able to take more harass before recalling, and overall it would have made your lane a lot stronger. Plus, with that, you'd have consumables, and you'd be able to sustain in lane until you were able to afford a better item to recall for. So it would have been a more efficient buy for you to go double Dorans in this lane because of the sustain and because of how when you bought this Aether Wisp, you have no sustain now. Like, as soon as you lose your HP, you have to leave again. And against Heimerdinger, that'll be pretty fast. So it's just something to consider. Let me type this.
Hey, Austin.
Hmm.
What's the Fizz versus Kassadin matchup?
Fizz versus Kassadin? Fizz one's really hard.
That's good to know.
Unless you were really bad for this.
I've read the definition.
Okay, and I'm gonna resume now. Okay, so here, since you've recalled, you have the advantage over Heimerdinger. He hasn't recalled, so he has no items. You have an extra bit of AP, or... That's funky. Oh yeah, you have a lot of extra AP over him. So you should, as soon as you hit level 6, you should be able to all in, and you should be able to get a kill, since he hasn't recalled. And you'll be level 6 really soon. This creep wave, probably, or the next one. As long as you don't get harassed very much, since you don't have any sustain. Okay.
Luke, you there?
Yep.
I don't think I need to pause to talk about this. Anytime someone recalls, or anytime someone leaves lane or whatever, you want to push the creep wave as hard as you can into their tower, so the tower kills your CS, and they miss out on XP and gold. So with Heimerdinger leaving here, you're gonna want to push it, unless he stays. Okay, you see that he's staying for some reason. You can probably tower dive him. He has no mana.
Yeah, it's bronze. I can't remember what I do, but
This should be an easy tower dive. If you Q him one more time, you can ult him and ignite him, and he'll be dead. Either way, if he... Yeah, he should be dead. You should be trying to tower dive him. You should be going in. I would be.
I remember what I was just trying to do here is just make him stay as long as possible.
Okay, well, the reason to make him stay is to tower dive him. That's the only thing that you have going for you if he stays, is that you can kill him. So you should be going for that. Even if you don't land a Q, you can literally, at this HP, you can ult ignite him and he's dead. Oh my goodness. You outplayed yourself. You get so low from trying to harass. You should recall T. You should be leaving.
Pretty sure I do in this bush. It's just I saw Rengar was low, so I was seeing if he would come this way.
I'm ready to use his teleport. In chat, you should type whenever your opponent uses a summoner, just so your team knows. You go regular boots. What was your back? You go double Dorns. Okay, that's good. I would have switched Aether Wisp with double Dorns, but that's fine.
Yeah.
As well as one potion. Is that all you had? Yeah. That's good. That's good for what you had, I guess.
Oh, that's not worth it.
So in bronze, the way to get out of bronze is usually you don't want to rage and you don't want to die.
Yep.
Those are like the two things. If you can avoid both of them, you're doing better than most people in bronze. I accidentally skipped way forward. Pause it. What time are you at?
9:26.
Oopsie daisies. I didn't mean to click that. 9:26. Okay, I'm ready to go now. As mid lane, since it's closest to both of the other lanes, you should probably be looking for more roam opportunities once you hit level 6. Like anytime you see your bot lane getting pushed in or your top lane getting pushed in, you're going to want to look for that. It's not necessarily the case here, but you always want to be on the lookout for that, especially on an assassin that snowballs, like Diana.
Yeah.
Same goes for like Katarina, Fizz, Akali, whatever. Since he's out of mana, you should be trying to abuse him. Like, there's nothing he can do if you just go in. A lot of stuff's happening down there. You react at an okay speed. Oh my gosh. Did you not see Wukong coming in?
I probably didn't.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's no magic trick to get better at map awareness, but a rule that some people use is like every 2 creeps or something, they'll look down at their minimap. Like you kill 2 CS, look at your minimap, kill 2 CS, look at your minimap, type of thing. If you want to get better at it, then that's a pretty decent way too.
Okay.
With Heimerdinger not having mana, you should definitely be trying to abuse that. You can click on him and see how much mana he has. His ult costs 100 mana. Like, there's nothing he can do if you just engage on him. You roam upwards, which is good. Alternatively, just an idea, you can Q the blue buff and R that, and then you can use your other R onto Jace. That's just for KSing better, I guess.
Austin, god damn it, man.
This room's good. I thought you were going to recall. It's good that you stay. It's a lot better that you stay. But you really need to be engaging on the Heimerdinger. Oh my gosh. He's such a free kill. Yeah, I don't know if it's because you're not playing confidently or if you don't know or what, but he is a kill. You can definitely.
I don't know enough about Heimer.
Okay.
I noticed his low mana, but I mean, like, I don't know enough about him to know, like, how much his ult costs.
Okay. Well, in a solo lane, or even a duo lane, I guess, you can just Google them and check the wiki. If you're like serious about winning the game and everything, you can Google like the name of the champion and just try. See, look, like this is a totally free kill. See how easy it was for you to kill? Lee Sin didn't help at all with that. He was just there for emotional support. Like you got him really easily. There was nothing that he could do. So I don't know. Like my point is, you could have done this like 4 minutes ago instead of doing it just now, and you'd have your advantage, and you'd be able to do more with your advantage if you would have done it earlier. Also, anytime you get a kill, same as if someone recalls, you want to push the wave under their tower so that their tower will kill your creeps. Had you pushed that wave, you could have gone. You were able to go needless with large rod. You shouldn't have sold the Dorns. If you just pushed the wave under the tower, you could have had needless with large rod. You didn't have to sell the Dorns. That's really bad, actually. That winds up. The double Dorns helps you out a lot, and sacrificing it is pointless. Like there's no reason to get rid of it. Let's see. Roaming is good. It doesn't look like you know where you're going though. You're kind of just clicking up and down. Okay. You should have this. Oh, come on. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to take it.
You should take it. And solo queue? Okay. Let's pause it for a second and let's just talk a little bit about solo queue. Okay, so this applies to every carry role in solo queue. Every carry champion, every carry whatever. If you're playing like Nunu in the jungle, this doesn't apply to you. If you're playing Evelynn in the jungle, this does apply to you. If you're playing any mid laner, any top laner, whatever, it applies to you. If a kill is presented to you and you give it to somebody else, you're trusting the other person to know what to do to carry the game with that kill. Okay? In Bronze, and I don't mean to sound demeaning or rude, but in Bronze a lot of deaths happen. People die a lot in Bronze.
Yep.
And so it doesn't matter as much in Bronze, but it still matters. That extra gold on you will help you. It'll help you carry the game because you're the only person you should trust to carry any game. And let's talk about Diamond because it's easier for this to apply to in Diamond. In Diamond, there are games where there's only 10 deaths. Like in a 30-minute game, there can be a game where there's only 10 deaths. Like it's like 4 to 6 or something like that, and the game ends, and that's how it goes. So in that situation where you didn't get that kill, that could be the difference between your power spike and your ability to snowball and your ability to carry the game. Like that could be a huge thing. In a game where there's like 50 kills, it doesn't matter who gets what kill. It doesn't matter because there's like 50 kills. But in a game where there's not as many, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. You're stubbing your own toes by not taking this kill, or not trying to get an assist, or not doing anything about it. You have to always take the responsibility to carry the game. You never want. Okay, so people always in lower elo, even in my elo, people always complain. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't win this game. My teammates suck. They're always so bad." But like, you shouldn't have to put your teammates in a position where they have to carry. You want to put yourself in a position where you carry and your teammates are getting carried. If you're ever in a position where your teammates are carrying you, then you're losing. Like, you individually as a player, you're losing if your team is carrying you. And it's not bad to get carried. Like, it happens to everybody. Everybody eventually gets carried. But like, you want to try your hardest in solo queue to carry. Like, that's the goal, is so that you win the game and you get the LP. And if in 5 minutes you were 150 gold away from a Lichbane or something, and whatever happens because you didn't have your power spike, like you lose a team fight because you didn't reach your power spike, it could be because of you not getting this kill. I'm making a really big deal out of this, and it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal here, but it is. And
no, I get it, especially in Bronze. I mean, my thought process was that Wukong was already fed. He was 3-0 at that point, but I mean, you're right. I should probably have just taking it into my own hands. I wasn't even sure if he'd actually get the kill though. So I guess that's another thing.
Okay. Alright, I'm resuming now. Here, it's best to just avoid Heimerdinger. You don't want to take this fight.
I was just worried Wukong was gonna go in, and now I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm trying to take out his towers.
Yeah.
Or his turrets.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to. Here, it would have been better just to rotate mid and push it.
Yeah.
Your farm is lacking. I can link you a guide to farming, an infographic thing, and it might help you if you follow it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause it in a second, or right now. So in any game of League of Legends, whether it's ranked 5s or even 3v3 or normal, like whatever it is, objectives are more important than kills, like always. And that's something to take into consideration. It was correct of you to come mid lane and push this tower, so that was really good of you. If this advantage hadn't presented itself in front of you, like let's say Jace, instead of being over kind of by Raptors, if he was in lane and he was able to clear this wave and there was no chance of you getting the tower here, it would have been good for you to look bottom and see that they're kind of pushed up, they're advanced past the river, and you could look for a kill here, because kills do lead to objectives. But if you're not able to get this mid tower, like because of whatever situation that happens, it's okay to look bottom and try and roam for these kills and get your bot lane ahead and get yourself even further ahead.
Okay.
So it's something that I personally, if I were playing mid lane here, I would have considered going bottom instead. Like either one, like if you get the double kill bottom, that's really good. If you get the mid lane tower, that's also really good. They're both good options, and they'll both help you carry your team to victory. So they're definitely both situations that could have occurred and been positive. But this is probably the bit better of the two choices right now. Alright, I'm resuming. I don't like that Jace skin. It's too blurry. I don't know. It looks weird.
Forsaken?
The Forsaken Jace, I think it's called?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you want to look at that and see why you died? I'm going to jump back 15 seconds and pause it. Okay.
Alright.
So... Okay. So, you come in here, you flash away, don't you? Is that right? You flash...
Yeah.
Okay, so you flash, and if you run straight, you should be able to make it to your tower at this point. He's in hammer form, and he can't auto attack you quite yet because you're running away. He changes, but when you turned around, okay, you turned around to cast this Q because you were thinking about going back in on him. That's when you died because of the animation to cast Q, like that little like split second that you were standing still because of casting the animation. If you were running, or maybe running down a little bit or up a little bit, so that you can get either behind the creeps or just to avoid his Q, because if you look at where his body was facing, you should know where his Q is going to shoot. If you were to run up,
right?
Yeah, if you were to run up or down a little bit, you would have been able to dodge the Q, and you would have been able to live here. It was good of you to try and kill him. I think you should have done it earlier if you wanted to kill him, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm resuming.
What time are you at?
15:54.
Alright, same.
Okay, resuming. As mid laner, AD carry, or some top laners, what you want to do is you'll go like, you want to take the farm top lane, you want to take the farm in the jungle, like Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, like, you want to take all the farm on the map you can if you're playing a carry role. Just to help yourself be at an advantage. Like, your farm is pretty low, and you can take all of the farm on the map here. Just to kind of talk about cause and effect in soloq here, because you died to Jace, he was able to go with Rengar to stop Lee Sin from dragoning, and they got dragon.
Yeah.
So like solo kills like that, it's just stupid to die. It doesn't seem like a lot when it happens, like, oh, I died, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But it led to another kill onto Lee Sin, and it led to dragon being killed in their favor. So it's just something to consider. All your actions will have some sort of effect. But you should have mid tower here, which is really good. I'm gonna pause it a second. I'm able to show this in the actual video. I can't really show it in Skype or whatever, but this is purely for the video. It's really good as a assassin to ward like here, as well as here, here, and a pink ward here are all really good positions to ward. So as the mid lane assassin, you're able to go and kill the jungler anytime they get low at a buff. And the bushes that I pointed out were the blue buff bush, the red buff bush that's like on the corner of red bush that you kite red bush into when you're taking red, and then the bush that's like in front of red bush, not the one that's like, not the banana bush, but the one that's closer to Krug.
Directly behind.
Like you have to go through. I don't know. You'll see in the video.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Anyway, continuing.
Oh my god, Ash. That is so annoying.
That was really good. I don't think you needed to use Ignite there, but
I just did it to be safe.
yeah.
I know I didn't have to, like, looking back. It's just still trying to learn, like, when to ignite, when not to.
Yeah, that's fine. A lot of times that sort of thing is a bit more advanced, like to know when and when not to and everything, so I'm not gonna get too far into that. It's fine that you ignite. It's better that you did ignite and got the kill than didn't and lost it or something. So here you should continue pushing. You can poke them under tower and potentially tower dive them. Oh my god, you're risky. You're taking big risks. You're not doing anything. What was that? What was that? What just happened?
I have no idea. Don't ask.
Okay, well, you should have obviously been in there getting that kill. You shouldn't have just been leaving it to Quinn for the same reason that we talked about a bit before.
I think I was more scared of the tower.
Yeah, but you like stood in the bush for a few seconds.
No, I know that. That was just dumb.
Always avoid Caitlyn traps. They're visible. You can avoid them. Here, you should see Rengar is getting low. You want to try and do something about it. Oh, you should have been walking upwards. That could have been a kill onto you, probably. I'm gonna pause it. Do you always go, what's it called? Luden's Echo first item?
Not always, no.
Do you have a reason that you wanted this game?
I mean, like, it's probably a pretty shitty reason, but I wanted the extra little bit for the Heimer turrets.
Okay. Luden's Echo isn't that great of an item on Diana. Like, it's okay. It's okay that you built it here. Like, it's not going to make you lose the game because you built it. But typically what somebody's going to do on Diana is they'll rush Abyssal, or they'll go for Lichbane early. Or Rod of Ages even, actually, are all, like, contenders. They're options that you can take in your build path. I'll write that down.
Yeah, I don't think I built Lichbane until late, which probably isn't very good, so...
It's just pretty standard to go Abyssal first item. I think Ludens is okay. Like, personally, I would probably wind up building Ludens, but Abyssal is a good item. Especially new Abyssal is going to be really strong. But,
one of the reasons I went Ludens, I think, was also movement speed, but I don't think that was really necessary.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of movement speed. I mean, so does Lichbane, though.
Yeah, I know. Probably, so just start Abyssal or Lichbane most of the time. Maybe Rod of Ages, you said?
Yeah, Rod of Ages is for more like if you're a little bit behind, but you can get it at an effective time. Typically, as long as you have Rod of Ages before like 16 minutes, it's effective. If you're able to get Rod by about 16 minutes, or if you're really good, or if you're doing a lot of team fighting, Rod of Ages is also really good. It helps you. Also, if you feel too squishy, like if there's an early fight and you were just too squishy or whatever, you might consider going Rod of Ages. Even if it's a little tiny bit late, it'll help you get pretty beefy.
Yeah.
Lichbane, we'll talk about Lichbane, why you'd build that. Lichbane is, if you remember a little bit ago, there was a while where like I was getting all frazzled about why you weren't killing Heimerdinger and he had no mana or whatever. Lichbane is great in those situations because Lichbane does so much damage on Diana, because if you're able to weave the autos for Sheen and everything, it'll wind up doing a ton of damage. You'll be able to get a lot of early solo kills with Lichbane. Abyssal Rush, it's just a good item. It's a safer laning item. There's no real way to die against AP if you go Abyssal, and plus you'll be able to do a bunch of damage with it as well because it has a bit of AP. So overall, they're both pretty good items. Lichbane is probably a bit more aggressive. Abyssal is a bit more like even, and you're kind of concerned with getting killed, like if you're against an AP assassin, like LeBlanc or whatever. And then if you're behind against anyone, Rod of Ages. If you're against an AD laner like Zed or Talon, you're probably going to want to go Hourglass. Urgot too, he's kind of popular. You'd want to go Hourglass.
Alright.
You're not really buying any wards this game. You should definitely be buying wards.
Yeah.
As mid laner,
that's something I know I have to work on a lot, because I have to switch to the sweeper usually, and buy wards. Yeah, I know. It's nice to be able to watch all this back though, to see like what mistakes you're making and like what you're not thinking about during the game.
Yeah. What time are you at?
I'm at 1932.
Okay, I'm at 1930, so let me catch up. I'm paused at 1932. I'm going to go in Skype and turn on screen share for just a moment.
Alright.
And because I want to illustrate something for you. Oops, that's not correct.
The quality isn't all that bad on Skype, dude, for the game.
It will
it's not
lag.
bad.
It'll be FPS lag after a while. Where was I looking? It was a bit ahead. I'm going to let it play for a little bit because there was something that I noticed. I went a little bit ahead. I'm not going to worry much about the time. Okay. So this is just a little trick that I teach all of my students. Oh lord. Oh gosh. Print screen captured both screens. Oops. Okay. So every skill shot in this game is linear, right? It's kind of funny you're playing like one of the only champions that don't have a linear skill shot, but every skill shot is linear. It's all gonna be linear. Everything goes in an exact straight line as a skill shot, except for like Vel'Koz and Diana. The way to dodge a linear skill shot is to click like on the perpendicular, right? Like you could dodge this way, but it's really likely that you'll be hit with it because like it'll go straight in that direction, right? But if you were to dodge this way or like upwards or downwards, then there's no way for them to hit you. There's no way for them to like curve it and hit you with it, right? So against this skill shot, it's just something to keep in mind, and it'll be kind of hard to apply this, but if you keep it in mind, you'll be able to dodge like 50% more skill shots, I think. and that is like against a straight skill shot. Like let's look at just Thresh. Okay, against this Thresh hook, it would hit you if you were on this line. Okay, this is like his max range skill shot. So let's say, like, just for this example, you're standing like right here when he casts it. If you were to walk upwards or walk downwards, you'd be safe from it. Like just by walking this little distance. So you want to try and dodge perpendicular to skill shots in any lane. Same for this Jace. If he's like straight at you here, we can use this example. If you're to walk here or here, like you'd be able to dodge the Jace skill shot. Rengar's is like it's all the same. Everything will be linear, and you just want to try and dodge perpendicular. It'll help you dodge skill shots in the future if you can keep like consciously aware of this. So it's just something to think about while you're playing. I'll turn off screen share now. It's making my FPS lag a little bit. Okay. What time are you at?
I'm at 1932 still.
Okay, I'm at 1933, so I'll resume now. Have you played a lot of Diana?
50-something games, yeah.
Okay.
That's really good.
The fastest way in solo queue to climb is probably by picking one champion and playing a lot of them. If you're purely concerned with elo, if you want to get better as a player, like in League of Legends, it'd probably be better to play a lot of different roles, a lot of different champions or whatever, just so you can get familiar with all of it. But it's up to you which one you prioritize.
I play a lot of mid laners. Like I own a bunch and I play them all set. Like I mix it up a fair amount, but
okay.
Yeah.
Not
as much as I should.
That's fine. It just depends on what's important to you.
What's that?
I said it just depends on what's important to you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can probably be playing a bit more aggressive here. Yeah. This is what you should be doing. Oh my gosh. That Caitlyn ult shouldn't have hit you. When it comes to Caitlyn ults and things like that, it's always a lot better for your team to tank it than for you to tank it.
I think they tried to.
Yeah, they did, but like it looked like you consciously decided to walk out from behind Lee Sin.
Oh no.
Okay. What are you going here? You're going Rabadon second? I 100% disagree with Rabadon's second item, but
yeah, I normally go Zanya second. I honestly have no idea what I was doing.
okay.
But I think it wound up working out, even though it probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, Zanya second would be a lot stronger here.
Well, because Rabadon's isn't even like that necessary on Diana, except maybe late, but
yeah, you don't really need it. It's fine, you guys don't need to chase that. It's good that you go back to the creep wave. It's always better to let your team die than to die for them. Unless it's like, you're the only one to die.
I saw that was coming and then I just kind of...
Yeah. Oh, you should have fought that. You should have... 100% should have fought that. Okay, I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna push backspace.
Alright.
Alright,
Are
so
you
should
jumping
be,
back 15?
yeah, so you should be around like 2302-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play it, and...
Oh wait, did you notice that my
Pausing?
ult was down at this point because I had used it twice on blue?
Your ult is not down.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
I thought it was. My bad.
Okay. So right now, I'm at 2309 and I'm paused. You get thresh hooked, and you're almost guaranteed to die here. Okay? Like,
Yeah.
no matter what happens, you're probably gonna die. So in your mind, what you should be thinking is like, okay, I'm Diana, I'm a crazy assassin, let's try and take 1, 2, 3, or 4 down with me. Okay? Optimally, you get 4, you're probably not gonna get 4, but you want to try and take people down with you, just to make it more worth it. So Thresh is on you. They use their spells. They're all hurting you up a bit. You have a free Thresh kill here. You should be autoing Thresh. You should be queuing, pushing W, pushing E, everything. You Q. You should ult and ignite onto Jace here, and Jace should be a kill. Like, look how low he gets. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you definitely could have killed him. Quinn gets kind of close. If you were to do 187 plus 350, if you were able to do 500 more damage to both of these champions, you would have picked up 2 kills for your team. That would have been really good. But you wound up just kind of like, it was almost like when you see people like they get caught and so they just like start recalling because they know they're gonna die. Like, it was kind of like you did that. Like, you kind of just gave up instead of trying to fight. You should always try to fight. So I'm gonna go back. I'm at 2309, pause, and I'll wait for you to get to around this time, and we'll resume from here.
Alright, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start it now. Definitely could have done more there. Okay. You're kind of ignoring farming this game. You should probably focus a bit more on it. Clear out the jungle, clear out lanes, like take everybody's farm, take everything you can.
Yeah.
Anything to get yourself into a position of strength. Alright. So at this point in the game, what you want to do, like, what a lot of low elo people do is they kind of wander around and they try to get kills if they can, but like, they'll wind up aiming, they'll just all go mid and try to push back and forth, and whoever gets caught first, like, wins, or loses, sorry.
Yeah.
What you want to do is, you want to push objectives, and you want to get picks on the map. You want to take kills that are given to you, you want to do whatever you can to put yourself into more positions of strength. So, like, roaming up there to get Hammerdinger was good, you probably should have done it a lot earlier, though. Instead of kind of just sitting mid, you should have, like, been more on the lookout for chances to get even further ahead. You should just always keep an eye out for that sort of thing. Fighting here's really good. Good. Yeah, your wards are definitely lacking. Typically, just a general rule is you want to have like at least one ward a minute. A ward per minute's pretty good. But at 27 minutes, I think you've placed like 5 maybe because of your trinket. But
Yeah.
you haven't bought a single ward. It's really important to establish vision control. Really important to establish ward control.
Yeah.
Especially on champions that need kills and like support. Jungle too. There's just so much map control that you can gain. Good. It's good that you kill him.
I don't think he was the best Rengar, but it's bronze.
No, it's not.
No, but this was bronze 5.
I know, man. Oh my.
Yeah, I hear you want to just push up mid. You can fight this Thresh, I don't know why you don't. You choose
I think
not
I
to.
do at some point. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I get the kill on him, I think.
You're taking a long time too. You could be pushing this tower. Example of a situation where you prioritize the kill over a tower when you had the opportunity to get the tower instead, and you should have gone for the tower. Typically, you want to have your red trinket by about 15 or 16 minutes.
I don't think I buy it at any point in this game, to be honest, but
That's
I
fine.
can't remember.
That's fine. You just want to make the choice to buy it whenever you can.
Yeah.
Do you go 3 needs large red items? That's neat.
On Diana, you're not supposed to do that?
No, you're not really supposed to.
What about on, like, Cat?
Katarina? You can.
Like Zanya's, Luden's, and Rabadon's. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Maybe not necessarily in that order. It depends.
No, I'm not in that order. I'm just naming it.
Yeah.
This is a new website.
Oh shit, I think I remember what happens here.
You should be fine. There should be no chance of you dying here. Oh, unless you do this. Flash. You had flash up.
What?
You had flash up.
Yeah.
You could have flashed downwards. You could have flashed down toward your tower, and there's no way for Heimerdinger to kill you.
I know.
Oh my goodness. It was good of you to get the triple kill, but you definitely could have survived it. Also, if you had a Zonia, you could have lived it too.
Another reason why I shouldn't have bought the Rabadons.
Yep. Exemplary cause and effect in soloq.
Oh, no way. Oh my god. Austin, I'm downloading this program that allows you to literally explore space and like check out all the planets and universes that we've discovered.
That's good
kinda
for you,
sick.
man.
I'll show it to you sometime.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you running to base?
Don't ask me.
What? What?
Oh, I DC'd here.
Oh, okay. I guess that's okay.
I think this is where I hit 13,000 ping, but I'm not positive.
Looks like you're hitting 13,000 ping. Maybe even
What the-
14,000 ping.
Austin,
Wait, what did he say?
maybe even 14,000 ping.
All I know is I definitely hit 13.
Home guards, you don't want to buy home guards here. You only want to buy home guards if you need home guards. It's not worth it just to spend the gold to get out a little bit faster.
What, Nick? Nice. Nick, I can't right now. Nick, I said I can't right now. And I was just saying I can't right now, so.
You're maxing your spells correctly, that's good. Flash belongs on F, not D. That's...
Oh my god.
Who gives a fuck?
It's the secret to high elo.
Change your flash key, instant platinum.
Easy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you're doing a lot of ARMing here. What you need to focus, like, where you need to be on the map specifically. Like, there's a 1-to-1 correlation between everywhere you should be on the map and everywhere you should not be on the map. And you want to figure out where you should be on the map. Here, since now that there's a team fight, it's fine. But had there not been this team fight, if this didn't break out, it would have been awful. It would, like, there would just be no reason for you to be mid lane. You could have easily splitted bottom with Quinn. You could have gone top against Rengar. You could have done other things. Like, there's other situations that you could attend to on the map rather than just bolting down mid lane anytime it's available. And it's something that you want to consider.
I think my habit is just like, since I'm playing mid, I think I have to be there. And
Okay.
Even though I don't.
That's understandable. Like, a lot of people have that problem, but you need to break it. Like, I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah.
I'm at 3452. A lot of people, whether they're mid lane players, top lane players, bot lane players, they think that they have to stay in their native lane for some reason, and I don't really understand why. But what happens is, like, you'll have two bottom lane players. Let's say you have like a Twitch and a Leona on your team, and your top laner is kind of losing. Like, he's a bit behind, and the enemy top laner is pushing up. The Twitch and the Leona can easily gank like top lane. Like, it's really possible. It's entirely possible for you to gank top lane at like mid game, and you're able to help top lane. It's possible. Like, a bot lane can help a top lane, a top lane can help a bot lane, a mid lane can help a bot lane, and like, things can interchange, and you can switch, and they're variables, and you can switch these things in the game, and you can play differently. You're not stuck. You're not married to the lane. You can always change lanes. You can always help another lane. You can gank. You can roam. You can do anything in League of Legends. It's so dynamic. Yeah, it's really dynamic, and you're not going to ever know like what the perfect decision is to do, like, until you're a higher elo. Like, that's the difference between like Master and Challenger, is they know exactly what roams to make, what ganks to make, what lane swaps, like what they have to do, like the specific things that they have to do. Like, that's the more in-depth part. That's the separation between Master and Challenger. And you're probably not ever going to really know specifically exactly 100% what to do, but what's important is that you try it. Like, you try to make the roam. You're playing that Twitch bot lane, try and help your top laner. If it doesn't work, learn from it. Why didn't it work? Did you get too close? Did you wind up getting killed? Did you tank too many creeps? Did you do it at a bad time? Like, look at the things that you do and try and figure out how you can expand your play and how you can make everything better. And definitely don't constrain yourself to one lane. If bot lane's losing, go bottom. Help bottom as much as you can. Camp bottom. Get a kill. Camp like up here and behind Tribush, and as the enemy bot lane comes back to lane, go kill them. Like, if you're ahead, you can do so many different things on the map to help your team, and there's no reason not to. Like, there's nothing else to do. Like, just help your team. Like, it's a team game. It's entirely a team game. You definitely want to help the team. So let me do the write up. Alright, I'm gonna resume now. What? It paused it. Oh god, okay, I'm at 35 minutes. Where are you?
I am like 10 seconds ahead of that. So wait. My pause and play button's not working. I'm pressing it, but
What time?
happens.
What time are you at?
35:30.
I hate it when that shit happens. It's happened to me
Okay.
before.
I'm at 35 and I'm playing, so.
Alright, same.
Okay, cool. Here I think you're going for Lichbane. It's really late, but it's okay. Like, it's good to go for
Never late
Lichbane
than
now.
never,
Yeah.
I guess.
Excuse me.
Good. Get these kills, and the first thing you should be doing is pinging bot lane. Like, go for bot lane inhibitor. In like bronze and silver, people they'll get 5 kills and then they'll recall. In platinum and diamond, they'll get like 1 kill and they'll get like a dragon and a tower, and like the difference between low and middle higher elo is the effectiveness of how well you're able to capitalize on getting these kills. And it was really good of your team to all push mid or bottom like that. Very, very good. I think if you played like this every game, you would climb. Over the course of like 50 games or whatever, you'd wind up climbing. If you could keep at this level, if you can keep at an even better level, you'll climb even faster. Right now, you only have 200 farm at 37 minutes. That's like, okay, at 37 minutes, about 390 farm have been on the on your lane in grand total. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like you just weren't farming for 17 minutes. Like, imagine being AFK for 17 minutes. Like, that's the difference between your CS and your maximum CS. And you definitely want to work on that. I'll link you the resource.
Alright.
This is good. You should go for these kills and immediately ping mid lane or Baron. Oops.
One of the problems with bronze is that I know it's not an excuse to not go for it, but when you ping to go for a location and then, you know, like tell your teammates like let's go, most of the time they don't listen, just kind of do their thing.
Yeah. So the fix for that is to do it yourself. On a champion like Diana is really good for this. She can get the kill and she can push towers really well because of Lichbane. So do it.
Yep.
Like you'll always be able to, like she's a good solo queue pick because she has awesome catch potential, she has CC, she has shields, she has a decent laning phase, and she can kill towers really quickly. Like so she's pretty strong in solo queue.
Yeah.
Go mid. Your team's really good at grouping. That won't always happen, and it's just something you have
Hardly
to.
ever happens, to be honest.
Yeah. You just have to either ask your team or make it happen, like split push, whatever it takes. You should have flashed a lot earlier there. I mean, that's just kind of obvious.
My thing is like, I'm not sure because I've seen it's happened like a few too many times to be comfortable completely with it. Like that when you like flash, but you don't have enough distance on it, so it goes into the wall, and then you look like an idiot.
You can just.
Oh yeah, it's called fail flash.
Yeah, you just.
I know that doesn't just happen to me, but it's like
It happens to pros, dude. It happens in pro games.
I know.
You should see the games I play.
Yeah, Austin. It's times.
It's better to flash anyway. Like even if you fail it, like you need to make the distance. It was auto attacks that killed you, so like you could have flashed.
Well, I had Zanya's too at that point, right? So
Probably.
Yeah, I did. So I could have Zanya'd also.
Yeah.
But
I forget that I have Zonya's. Like it happens. It also happens to a lot of people.
I remember one time I was streaming a solo queue game, and a person in the chat was like, "Hey, why aren't you using your Zanya?" I was like, "I have no idea why I'm not using my Zanya," and I was losing because I wasn't using my Zanya. As soon as I started using my Zanya effectively, we wound up winning the game. It was that one Fizz game. I don't know if you remember, Noble, but Zanya is just—it's a game-changing item. It's so strong, and if you don't use it, it's like a waste of an item slot. You just have to constantly remember, especially if you want to main mid lane, you have to always remember to use Zanya.
what the fuck was I doing?
I'm not really sure. Yeah, you kind of tunnel on these turrets.
Literally just like, literally just walked into a turret shot and timer turrets.
Yeah.
But alright. And there I get hit. Jesus Christ. It's so funny looking back on me, like holy shit.
Yeah, man, that's why looking at your replays is so good. You can like look and you're like, okay, like if you're in game, you don't really notice it because you know you're focusing so hard in like objectives and shit. So if you die a stupid manner, then you're like, oh, whatever. But then when you look back at it, you're like, oh my god, that was ridiculous. Why was I even standing there? You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, look, like if you don't have someone like Austin here that's on, so check out your replay, and you don't have anything to do, feel free to just look back at it and see what you could have done better. Like.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There again, you could have Zonia'd, and that could have netted you a whole nother kill.
Yeah.
Sorry. It looks like from here you guys are just gonna wind up winning the game. So I'm gonna go like double speed through it because I don't think anything like significant's gonna happen.
Alright.
And then we'll get this over and we'll do a couple other little things and that'll be the end of the session. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, now you guys should be focusing on top lane or mid lane and just pushing it. Probably top lane. Top lane would be better. Push in top lane. Oh, come on, guys. It's good. Oh, don't chase the kill. Don't chase kills. Come on. Okay, whatever. You chased the kill a bit too far. You probably should just focus on pushing towers, which is a little bit of inefficient spent time, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, usually you're not going to lose games because you spent an extra 10 seconds chasing for a kill, but It can happen, so it's something to be conscious of. Yeah, you die. Okay. Slowly but
I know
surely
we
getting
win
the
in the
base.
47th minute, so.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you guys don't have a lot of ward control. It's kind of just like your support warding
We're
a
just
bit.
outfed, I guess.
Yeah, and that happens in games, but it's best to keep a lot of vision so you have control over the game.
Yeah.
Never be scared to buy wards. You BM ring, right? That's fine.
I think he was like checking to see if we were going Baron or something. I don't even know, but
Yeah. This should be. Yeah, this is where you guys win the game here. I'm pretty sure. The time makes sense. You kill him. 3 hibs. Now it's time for the Nexus. Good. Okay. Yep. That'll be the end of the game. I'm going to close that. Minimize this. Minimize. Okay. I'll link this in the notepad as well as on Skype. That's a CSing chart. If you follow that to the pixel, you'll be really good at CSing by the end. It'll take a bit, but it'll help you out a lot. CSing helps a ton because it's just free gold.
oh, I know.
It's absolutely free gold, so it's
Yo,
considerable.
Nick, can you turn that down?
Sorry. Okay. Do you have any like questions or anything like that?
Well, if I'm roaming and like my top lane is like doing fine and my bot lane's doing fine, is there any priority? Like, should I go bot lane because it's the ADC and like you want them to carry?
Okay.
Or
So.
is there any?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
Personally, my mentality on this topic, it comes up a lot. Usually it happens in like rank 5s when I'm talking to a jungler about like who he should be ganking, when he should be ganking, whatever. But for mid lane, when you're ganking, usually you're gonna wind up getting a kill. And you want to think about it like this: if dragon is up, you need control of the dragon side of the jungle in any time where dragon is important. Like let's say before 30 minutes, like laning phase, blah 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 blah. You're gonna want to go for dragon. Like dragon's really important at that stage of the game. So getting the kill bottom will lead to you taking dragon immediately. So bottom will have a higher priority than top lane.
Okay.
If dragon's not up, you can go top lane, but you also have to consider the fact if you make your bottom lane win, that's making 2/5 of your team win, 3/5 of your team if you're counting yourself. Okay, but if you're helping top lane win, that's only 2/5. So you're helping more players on your team do a bit better if you're helping bottom lane. And I'm kind of biased because I'm a bottom lane main, but I think more people should camp bottom. Like, if you can make 3/5 of your team do really well, that's awesome. You'll get ward control from your support, damage from your AD carry, and damage from yourself, or tankiness from yourself if you're that kind of champion, like whatever. But typically, you can get a lot done from camping bottom. Or just ganking it in general more frequently than you gank top lane. Top lane, definitely don't be scared to gank top lane, but also you have to be considerate if dragon is up and it's not warded. By showing top lane as a jungler or a mid laner, it's possible that you give up dragon if the other jungler reacts fast enough. You could give up dragon because of it. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Any other questions or anything?
No, I think that's it.
Alright, let's stop.